Denise from Calumet, Michigan. Did I say that right, Denise?
Calumet,
Michigan. Thanks for calling. What are your thoughts?
Well, I didn't think that Anderson Cooper was such a great moderator in that, especially when they brought up the part about who voted for the Iraq War. I could see Hillary's face when they were talking about that, and she wanted out of that conversation really fast. And he kind of geared it out of there because she was the only one on that stage that voted for Bush and Cheney going into Iraq. And I think there was just this subtle everything positive for Hillary, but I think Bernie did really, really well. And I love Bernie, and I think he did really well in the debate. I had to find out after the debate, and I quickly turned it over to Fox News just to see what they were saying, and I had to turn it off within 30 seconds. This guy was saying, you have to realize, Americans, that the 1% pay over 50% of the taxes, or give over 50% of the taxes in this country. And I had to turn that off because the lies just started again.
Yeah, they do. They do pay a large percentage of the taxes, but that's because they have most of the income. that part got left out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
I did not watch any of Fox News after the debate. I watched a little bit of MSNBC, but in retrospect, I'm sure they had some pretty hot takes going on about the debate. I also did not follow Donald Trump's Twitter feed at all. Did you?
No, but I read them after the fact, and this morning in the New York Times, and they were pretty unspectacular. But Louise and I did channel surf for about a half hour after the debate just to see what the conventional wisdom was on all three channels, and it was interesting because it was the usual pundits. The thing that kind of blew my mind was that for the Republican debates, they had my colleague Hugh Hewitt on to make sure that the hard right was honored and that their points of view were respected and responded to. And there was no corollary to that last night. I had suggested that Van Jones be the guy that they have on the stage asking questions.
You're being awfully modest there, Tom. Why not you?
Well, I would love to. I mean, this is the #1 progressive radio show in America. It would have been a good candidate, but Van Jones is an employee at CNN. I mean, it would have been so easy to just grab him out of central casting and put him up on the stage. Although I think he may, I did see him later on that night, or I heard somebody reference him. Maybe it was on CNN this morning or on NPR this morning. I forget, but. I did hear him speak really well of Hillary, and so I'm wondering if she's already signed him up as a surrogate, and that's why he wasn't on. But anyhow, they didn't have any progressive voices on among the moderators, which was a kind of startling contrast because it was CNN's idea to have Hugh Hewitt on in the first place.
True, and going back to what was mentioned earlier, when it comes to Anderson Cooper moderating the debate, he starts off with that red baiting about socialism going after Bernie, and then the very first substantive topic that they bring up is guns, knowing full well that that's Bernie's weakest link, and that's what Hillary was just waiting for to hit him on.
Yeah, and Martin O'Malley. Martin O'Malley was planning on trying to take down Bernie.
Oh yeah, there was Martin O'Malley too, and the other candidates.